Hey there, fellow summoners, it's Mad Dog HT here. Just messing around, going into Abyss with a full Mr. Fantastic 14. Just kind of messing around here. I have 3 paths of Abyss left, and they all go up through the middle through Darkhawk. And I've been using this team to quest after all of EQ has been knocked out and got a few days before the next one pops up. And so here I'm going to go in and try to take down Darkhawk. I saw a Darkhawk video with Mr. Fantastic doing this with a similar team. It didn't have the full Fantastic 14. I have everyone at rank 4 or higher, with the exception to Invisible Woman. Don't have her as a 5-star yet. So while this may not be a viable team to get through the full Abyss, it's fun to practice. So we're going to go in, and basically the strategy is to parry heavy, knock him down, and push him to an L2, which will change him into stealth mode, going from his shield mode, which will trigger the regeneration. And with the pre-fight abilities, with the Petrify, and then all the other buffs on with Despair, plus with the Mr. Fantastic full synergy team, his debuffs will be doing damage, kind of like Void does, the whole entire fight, and then we're going to reverse the regen. So can be a little tricky maybe to get the L2s off, to where you can stack up to 3 of the Petrifies and the other debuff, I can't remember what the name is called, the one that does less damage on the damage over time. But basically just parry heavy, push him to L2. So here he went to L2, he's gonna throw it, we're gonna reverse some of the regen because we only have 1 Petrify up with a few debuffs. So you can see did a little bit, but we need to basically get to the L2 to apply another stack of those pre-fight debuffs, and you can get up to 3. So the idea here for me is to wait out the shield mode so he can't auto block you. So there we go, we hit it, and then pretty much the window's just enough to where you can apply the next set of debuffs before they expire. And if they expire, you're done. Here he went into stealth mode, got backed up in the corner, but luckily we got out of there. And the other thing that can be good, if you can get Darkhawk to launch 3 special 1s or 3 special 2s in a row, you'll get that permanent weakness for that special, and just make sure that when he throws that, if he happened to block any of the L1 beams, he'll just be a little bit less potent on the block damage if there's any. But once you start to get the debuffs going, you actually auto evade a ton of the hits, which is nice on that L1. So there we go, he just did the L1, he got the weakness. I think later on I'm able to end up pushing him to do 3 L2s in a row. Ideally you just want to keep pushing him to L2s. Probably could hold block more to bait him into throwing heavies and not throwing the L2, but yeah, eventually we get there. But this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to just stomp on his face, and there I try to get an extra 1 in while he had a bar of power. That's not a good idea. Should have backed off. And then just be aware of those tech charges. Once you get to 10, you get your power drained. But with the Fantastic Four full team synergy, or can't remember which team member it is, when a debuff expires, which you get a weakness debuff applied when you do a parry, and when your parry stun wears off, Mr. Fantastic actually gains some power. So you can build up your power bar pretty easily. And yeah, so here you can see how much damage he took when reversing that regen. So anyways, the strategy is pretty simple. You can do different kind of teams. You don't have to do the full fantastic team, but it's just kind of cool because you get that constant damage ticking off over and over and over again, regardless if he's throwing an L1 or an L2, switching his modes. And I'm probably gonna go back in and try this with a different synergy. There, with the Mr. Fantastic has the Power Sting synergy with, it's what, She-Hulk, Sentry, Dr. Octopus, and there's one other option. And you get Power Stings for each debuff, stacking up to 3. And so that would, I think, even help even more, because every special, basically, he'd be doing 3 Power Stings. So I'll probably try to do one of those in the near future and upload it and kind of compare it and see how it did. Time-wise, hit-wise, I think it would be faster if I swapped Dr. Doom out. But anyways, I'll let the rest of the video play out and watch Darkhawk pretty much kill himself with his regen and these debuffs doing their damage over time ticks. Thanks for watching.